What if your closest trading partner suddenly says, "Enough! The United States is used to dictating terms to Latin America, but now everything is changing." Mexico, Washington's main economic ally to the south, has struck back, imposing tough tariffs, ending joint economic programs, and making increasingly strident statements from the country's political leaders. What is behind this decision? Why does Mexico no longer want to play by the U.S. rules? And how will Washington respond? Let's find out. It all started when the Trump administration announced new trade tariffs. The White House argued that it was protecting the American economy, but Mexico saw it as a direct threat to its interests. Tariffs hit key sectors: 25% duties on Mexican steel and aluminum, curbs on imports of cars and auto parts, new taxes on agricultural products. Mexico, of course, has not stood aside. In response, it has imposed mirror tariffs worth $30 billion, affecting products from the United States: corn, pork, cars, and petrochemicals. The U.S. hoped that Mexico would relent, but were they wrong? The new administration in Mexico City has decided that it is time to defend national interests. The Mexican president declared, "What steps has Mexico taken? Strengthening economic cooperation with China, Beijing has offered to replace American investments in energy. Expanding trade with Europe, the EU is interested in Mexican agriculture and raw materials. Reducing dependence on American goods, the government has launched active programs to support the domestic market." Who will suffer more, the United States or Mexico? Washington has grown accustomed to considering Latin America its backyard. But can the U.S. survive a trade war without losing billions? Losses for the U.S. The largest car companies, Ford, Tesla, GM, depend on Mexican parts. Farmers in the U.S. are losing the Mexican market, one of the main buyers of American corn. The production of electronics and household appliances in the U.S. is also under attack. Many components are made in Mexico. Who will survive this standoff longer? The U.S., which has more money, or Mexico, which has more resources and allies? Political impact. Can Trump win this game? Donald Trump positions himself as a tough negotiator, but he may have trapped the United States himself. Consequences for Trump. American businesses are already demanding tariffs be revised. Farmers are threatening to protest. Political rivals are using the situation against him in the upcoming elections. And what about Mexico? The country's president enjoys enormous popular support. Many see his actions as a long-awaited step toward liberation from economic dependence. Provocative question: can Mexico become an example for other countries tired of American hegemony? Mexico has taken an unprecedented step by challenging the United States. Will this be just an episode in the eternal economic confrontation, or the beginning of a new era where Latin America ceases to be dependent on the United States? Write in the comments, will Mexico be able to withstand this fight? What countermeasures will the United States take? Could this escalate into a larger conflict? Subscribe to the channel, like and watch new releases. The world of politics is changing right before our eyes.